This is Alexandra from Plutonia Intuitive, and today we are going to be talking about Venus in Pisces. If you are a Pisces, this video may not be for you, so make sure you check your chart placements before continuing with these videos. So why is Venus so interesting? Venus speaks to how we love and how we want to be loved. So not only can you get some insight on how to better nurture yourself and another person in relationships, if you are interested in somebody and you know anything about their chart, you can actually learn more about what kind of partners they may be into, what kind of relationships they may be into by looking more into their Venus sign. So Venus and Pisces. I had to sit here and film because this tapestry was actually done by my friend who is a Venus in Pisces and Pisces rising. So you can see the artistic ability. I really enjoy Venus in Pisces. I have a few friends with this placement. I've been in a long-term relationship with someone in this placement, and it's quite nice. So what does it mean to have your Venus here? Basically, in your core, you are looking for a soul union with another person. You view love as this deep spiritual experience. You can use love as an escape out of mundane reality, escape to another world. So obviously, this can be a good thing, but on the flip side, it can not go so well. As love is the highest vibrational frequency, I feel that this one is more likely than any other sign to experience unconditional love within their lifetime. And how amazing would that be? I mean, really. But the negative side to this is you can approach relationships in a rose-colored glasses state of mind, which can be dangerous. The scariest thing about this is if somebody is abusive or toxic, you can just almost delude yourself into saying things like, he acts this way because he loves me. He controls me because he cares about me. And you need to be very careful here. If you're in a state where you're not sure, where your gut is telling you that something's wrong and you can't quite seem to grasp exactly what it is, I would recommend talking to a friend who has a lot of earth placements and ask them what they honestly think about your situation. So my question for you is, do you tend to romanticize things? Do you tend to give out all of this love and energy and support to somebody else and then not have it returned back to you? Do you use intimacy as a way of escaping your problems or your negative feelings? If you can say no to any of the above, then you're probably in a healthy place, but it's good to check in and make sure that you're not getting lost in some of these toxic behaviors. So whenever I see Pisces placements, and I'm speaking as somebody who has a Pisces Sun and a Pisces Mercury, I think of the intergalactic chameleon, because you have this uncanny ability to shift into someone else's energy and adjust the way that you project yourself to accommodate for the other person. You can intuitively know when your romantic interest is feeling off, and you can adjust your energy accordingly. So as beautiful and as healing as this may be for the other person, it's important for you to understand how to not lose who you are at your core for another person. You are not the relationship. You are you. They are them. End of story. So what's really interesting is Pisces and its ruler Neptune are actually very deeply tied in with Hollywood. And the reason I say this is because you can create this intricate and vivid fantasy about another person in your mind. And 95% of the time, I would imagine that this story that you're building is going to feel a lot nicer than the real world. So, where's the problem here? You ultimately, as fun as this can be, again, careful, because you can immediately just set yourself up for disappointment and disillusionment. And in my opinion, the most heartbreaking thing is for somebody with Pisces energy to lose that sense of magic and synchronicity in the world, because these qualities are some of your greatest and the ones that I appreciate the most about you. So if you're saying things like, maybe this person has come into my life for a divine purpose, maybe this person will finally bring me the peace that I have been looking for, maybe this person is my twin flame. Again, as fun as this can be, and I do get it, you just don't want to place anyone on a pedestal. You don't want to place any unrealistic expectations on the other person, because at the end of the day, we are all just human, and we are all just fucked up creatures that don't know what the hell's going on, and we're all just trying to figure it out, just like you. So, ideal partners for these people. You have to have a degree of emotional intelligence, because a Venus in Pisces is empathic and is going to be picking up on your energy. So there has to be a level of awareness of what you're projecting outward. And understand too that somebody with a Venus in Pisces is just going to want to share and truly enjoy moments with you. They want to look at you, take a deep breath, and just appreciate your presence. There doesn't need to be conversation. There doesn't need to be structure in the experience, and it doesn't have to be overly complicated. It's just getting lost in the bliss of the moment. And, oh, love that. Love that. You will also be attracted to people that have an active imagination and who also have creative interests that they can share with you. If you can find somebody that you can use as your muse, oh, buddy. Ooh. Yes. Furthermore, if you are a man or somebody who identifies with masculine energy, what you will be attracted to is somebody with very prominent feminine energy, or a very feminine woman. So a little bit more quiet, a little bit more passive, maybe shy. Somebody that has this dreamy, ethereal, fairy tale-like quality to them. Anyone with Venus in Pisces needs a partner that is comfortable with their vast array of emotions. So you should be comfortable crying in front of your partner. You should be comfortable expressing yourself in the truest way that you can in front of your partner. If you don't have the ability to do this, then honestly, I don't really even see the point. Lily wants to be in the video so bad. So bad. Are you taking a Venus in Pisces on a first date? So think of places that can spark inspiration. or places where you feel like you're entering another realm or world, or anywhere where you can get enraptured by a quintessential feeling or lost in a story. So it's not as complicated as it sounds. So what I'm thinking here is planetariums, aquariums, movies are great, art galleries, music venues. If you are both comfortable with it, taking a yoga class or a meditation class together would be great. And also don't forget the beach, because generally these people do love water. So when we talk about love languages with this one, I feel that it's actually quite fluid, and it might be a mixture of all 5. So all 5 would be giving and receiving gifts, acts of service, words of affirmation, physical touch, and quality time. If I had to pick one out of the 5, I would say quality time for these people, but again, it may depend on the person. So if it is quality time, just sitting with the person and putting away your phone, because they're intuitive, right? So they're gonna know, and they might not say anything, that you're not paying 100% attention to them. And like I was saying before, a big aspect of this is just wanting to enjoy moments with you for what they are and being present. So it really doesn't have to be a big deal or crazy complicated. Just show that you are attentive to them being in your space. As far as love languages go, if you are a Venus in Pisces and you're single, you're in a dry spell, you're feeling lonely or anything like that, some self-care that you can do is spend quality time with yourself. So whatever mindfulness activities that you like to do, I really don't care what it is. It could be skateboarding, it could be journaling, it could be meditation, breathing exercises, journaling, whatever it is that puts you into that flow state, that brings you back into your body, where you can observe your thoughts and center yourself without distractions, I feel is one of the best things that you can do to nourish yourself. So my advice for anyone with Venus in Pisces to close this video is get really clear on how you want to be treated. I am literally talking about writing a list. So you guys have vivid imaginations, so use that to your advantage. What behaviors would you like to see from another person? How would you like to be loved? What behaviors would be considered over the line for you? What behaviors would be considered deal breakers for you? If you can get crystal clear on these values before you enter your next relationship, you're going to be in such a better spot. Because when you're in that ocean of oxytocin and romantic feelings, it can make it really hard to see toxic behavior that might just be right in front of your eyes. So this is my video on Venus in Pisces. I am available for consultations and natal chart readings, so feel free to contact me, and you can book on my website, which is plutoniaintuitive.com. And I will see you soon with more astrology videos.